A lot of people will tell you, especially people in the dentist office, your regular average dentist office, that root canals is the go-to when you're experiencing tooth decay. And that's usually the option that people opt for, especially when they're in extreme pain. And I understand that. I understand when you're in extreme pain, all you really want to do is get rid of it immediately. So, root canals is what is promoted in most dentists' office, especially in communities that didn't grow up, knowing about holistic ways of healing and things like that, will promote to you that getting a root canal is the only way to solve your problem, when really there are a multitude of ways to solve your problem when it comes to tooth decay. So, you guys, I'm speaking on this subject because I recently just got a root canal tooth pulled that I've been having in my mouth for about 7 years. And I did it on a whim because my dentist told me that I needed a root canal for whatever reason. And of course, I just went along with it because I didn't know anything about health, wellness, and sustaining your body in this lifetime. I didn't really know much about it. So, I did like what most people do, is trust the dentist, trust, this hierarchy of health and wellness, and trusted them to do what was best for me in my mouth. And as time passed, the root canal tooth started to really bother me. And not only that, I was beginning to have problems with the teeth that were directly next to the root canal tooth. So the root canal tooth wasn't just a regular root canal tooth, it was capped with an amalgam cap. And this amalgam cap is a mercury crown, and mercury has been found in various studies to be toxic and release toxicity into the body, into your bloodstream. And in order for you to really maintain health, your immune system is overloaded. And so over time, your immune system shouldn't have to keep dealing with ridding itself of this toxicity, of this mercury toxicity. Your immune system shouldn't have to keep going through that. So even if you don't have any mercury in your mouth and it's just a regular crown, it's just a regular root canal, it's still not good practice to keep things that are dead in the body, to keep it in the body, or to put things that aren't naturally occurring in the body into the body. So, this goes with any kind of implants or anything, but root canals, especially when you keep a root canal in your tooth, they make it seem as though, and I did another video on this 2 years ago, but I just want to talk about it again, because I'm currently got my root canal pulled. So when they do a root canal, there is a multitude of veins and arteries. It's like a tree. It's like a tree branch of nerves that are in your tooth. And when you get the root canal pulled, they tell you that they go into the tooth and they get rid of all the nerves in the tooth, all the pulp. When really that's impossible to do, because the nerves are so small and they branch out, and they're all over the place. So basically, it's like teeny tiny branches that are splurging out into your tooth. And when they say they get out the pulp, they usually don't get out everything. 9 times out of 10, they don't get out everything. So what happens is, over time, this bacteria will accumulate and it will spill out of the tooth. And in my case, the bacteria from my root canal spilled out of the tooth and was spilling out onto the teeth that were next to the root canal tooth. So when you get a root canal, it's almost like you feel like you're doing some type of healing, but you're really not. It's really just a cover-up. It's really just a mask, like so much things are in the medical community, or the mainstream medical community. It's not really healing you at the core level that it should be. And this is why you will probably keep having issues down the line. I've been going to the dentist my whole life up until presently, but I've been going to the dentist, and you would assume that I would have great oral hygiene, but no, I don't. I don't eat junk food. Like, I'm not a junk food person. I do eat ice cream every now and then. I do eat, but it's vegan ice cream, It's a vegan chocolate brownie sometimes, every now and then. My point is, you feel like you're doing everything the way they say you should be, yet you're still experiencing these things that you shouldn't be experiencing in regards to your health. Like, why am I going through this? I'm supposed to be healthy, or what you guys deem as healthy, but yet, I'm still going to see you guys. Why am I still here? Like, why am I still having to go see y'all? So the reality is, we live in Western society, in Western culture, mainstream culture. People eat processed foods a lot. We eat a lot of processed foods, and we eat a lot of grains and processed grains. And we eat a lot of things that excrete these things called phytic acids. And phytic acids is the core of why your tooth begins to decay. Because the acids in your mouth are supposed to be neutralized based on the balanced diet that you have. So if you're eating a lot of grains, you're not drinking water, after you eat, before you eat, to neutralize the pH of your mouth, and the balance of your mouth is thrown off. Your mouth, what I've come to learn, your mouth is like, I was about to say vagina, y'all. Your mouth is like a vagina, okay? Meaning that it has its own balance. It has its own pH scale that it has to maintain in order to stay healthy. Like, that's for your whole body, okay? Your whole body has to maintain a certain balance. So maintaining this balance, you have to eat the correct diet, which includes you minimizing, if not completely eradicating, the processed foods, the grains, the phytic acids, and beans, okay? Beans. And yeah, these are the things that start to decay at the teeth. So when we eat a bowl of oatmeal, when we eat, when we're eating breads, starchy things and things with the phytic acids, that is what feeds the imbalance of the pH in your mouth. So there's that, and then there's a lot of other spiritual things that goes along with why we have issues with our teeth. If you're that parent or you're that person who thinks that they should bring their child to go get all of their wisdom teeth taken out because the dentist said that it's a good idea to do that, let me tell you something. It's never a solution. Cutting your body open should be the last resort. Somebody putting a knife up to your body, up to your flesh, up to your sacred temple to fix something, that should be a last resort. And I mean last. Like, you gotta be like at your wits end, like literally emergency for somebody to just cut you open. And not only that, but you can't have no fear. You can't be scared out here. Like, you can't be afraid of trusting in your body, trusting in, changing your routine, changing your life so that you can have a better body, you can have a healthier body, you can be healthier, stronger, whatever it is that you want to be in the flesh, that you want to manifest in the flesh. You have to trust yourself enough to do that. So a lot of people in the dentist office was like looking at me like I was weird because I wanted to get my root canal tooth pulled. But it's like, look, I'm gonna have to do this at some point in my life. I'd rather do it now than later. And let it be that. If you have any teeth right now that dentists are telling you that you need a root canal tooth on, before you get that root canal, see about getting ozone therapy in the tooth and doing ozone therapy and then getting the tooth filled. Or, if you are really, if nobody wants to do the ozone therapy for you and fill the tooth, see about change your life. This is all about changing your life, your lifestyle, the things that you're doing every single day with your life. Like, change those things. Change your habits. Switch it up. Switch it up. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta stop, okay? It's gotta stop. This blind, fear-based trust into a system and their methods to heal you is deeply, deeply, deeply intertwined with our disconnect from the earth and our daily lifestyle and routine. And though it may seem like, oh, this is just what it is over here, this is just the life, the lifestyle over here, this is just what it is in the Western world. This is just what it is in the US, or this is just how people are. If you've come to accept that, I highly suggest that you start thinking long term, because long term, people's lifespan is gonna be like, it's already like, to me, very short. And it's supposed to be long. It's so long. Like, life is not short. Life is not a short life. This physical flesh, this is not something that you just, whatever to my body, whatever to this flesh, because it doesn't matter anyway. And I know that you are not to get attached to physical things, but you're not to get attached to anything. You're not to get attached to anything, any experience, any event, anything. At the same time, you treasure it. And when you treasure something, you do what you need to do. You do whatever you can do to give that treasure its life, its longevity. So I made this video to just give whoever needs some inspiration on taking that step into trusting yourself, into learning natural ways, holistic ways to do things and to live your life. I'm currently on my own routine when it comes to my oral health and like making sure my teeth are strong, making sure the bones in my teeth stay strong and that they are consistently every single day rebuilding themselves. So I'll post, or I'll put the link down below as to the products I'm using and the routine that I'm doing with that. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'll be posting more videos just like this, and I will catch you all in the next one.